Hey there, what's you up to now? Day 918. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I transition from the brick and mortar world, corporate America, over a quarter century, and that was the short part of my career, to the online world. In 2017, late 2016, as part of my divorce, I had to divest myself of all of my business holdings, which meant saying goodbye to the businesses and things I had been doing in the offline world, and it gave me the opportunity to explore things in the online world. So I jumped in with both feet, both hands, and half my brain at least, as I have traversed this online internet world of business. Tried a lot of different things. Some of them failed epically, and I want to make sure you don't make those same mistakes. Some things I've done have been really, really successful. I've rolled into and landed on something I've been doing for decades that I didn't even realize was a thing, but now it's getting super duper popular online, and that is doing challenges. I have been doing challenges for decades, actually my entire life, with myself and with other people, and so it feels like home to me. So it's fun to do challenges in the middle of, not in the middle, I'm in the beginning of doing a 30-day free Get Up and Go challenge on the Get Up and Go challenge page, of course, and there's a private group that goes along with that where all the real coaching and the real behind the scenes action takes place. I am not selling anyone anything in this challenge as part of this challenge. All I'm doing is sharing information, sharing the things that I've learned to guarantee that anybody in the challenge is better off August 31st than they are August 1st or whenever they start the challenge throughout the month. I have so far kept my commitment to be under 10 minutes every day, 11 a.m. Central Time. Each day I hop on and I do less than 10 minutes. So far I think the longest one was today, and it was about 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes, but it was a bigger topic. We're talking about the 7 keys to life and to success in life. What are those 7 areas of your life that you better pay attention to, or you're going to be in trouble? Of course, I've shared those before: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial. Everybody's concerned about finances right now. Relationships and contribution. And relationships and contribution, they can all be broken down even further to health, wealth, and relationships. I say physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual can all fall under the category of health. Relationships can be in, of course, the category called relationships, but also contribution ties into that. And financial, it stands in and of itself because it's so important to most of us in order for us to exist and get all of our other needs and desires met. So talked about that today on day 3 of the official August 2020 Get Up and Go challenge. Supersize Your Business today was about cooking your goose, which is a great idiom. And I didn't realize where it had come from. It's actually from the 15th century, and the King of Sweden, Eric the 14th, was traveling around the countryside, and he came upon a village where they had hung a goose. And when he asked them about the goose, they said they were cooking the goose. It was hanging there to cook. Well, that, since geese and a goose back then represented stupidity, the king took it as an insult and proceeded to have his men burn down the entire village. Thus, indeed, cooking the goose, not only ruining the village and destroying it, but cooking the goose. And from that time on, the expression cook your goose has been to cause complete ruin, to destroy something, and usually something of our own, right? It's usually we insult somebody or we say something or do something that hurts someone's feelings. That usually comes back to bite us, and we cook our own goose. We do things and we make decisions and choices that aren't necessarily right for us, thinking that we're moving in the right direction, and sometimes those mistakes cause us not complete ruin, but a temporary setback in terms of where we want to go. We're really never ruined until we decide we're ruined. It's like quitting. You can't lose until you quit, and that's always a personal decision. So cook your goose, really fun idiom today, and I have so many examples in my life of when I cooked my goose and I learned that lesson, so I didn't do it again. I think I've shared the story. I accidentally asked a woman when her baby was due. You only ever do that once to somebody who's not pregnant. And then if you're at all socially aware or emotionally intelligent, you learn to never do that again. Never ask somebody when their baby is due unless you're 100% sure that they are pregnant and not just a little bit overweight or having another health challenge. There's a lot of health challenges that have bloating around your middle. Now, some of those are beer bellies, but there's also health challenges. So cook your goose. Love this idiom because I have learned so many lessons over the years that have something to do with cooking geese and not self-sabotaging. So, fun challenge today was all about family. Yesterday we talked about why we might want to, disown our family. And today in the fun challenge we talked about why we never would disown our family. Our family are our people. And as frustrated as we get and as annoyed as we might get with them, they're still our people. They've got our back, at least in most families. And so they've made us who we are, good, bad, ugly, in between. The experiences we've had with our family members have caused us to be and do and have where we are right now. And of course, it's up to us to always change and decide what we want that to be. But we can't deny the fact that our environment, the place we come from, the people we come from, our experiences totally mold and shape who we are right now. And then we decide based on that, where do we want to go? Do we want to be like the people that we came from, or do we want to be different? That's always our choice. So excited about that. Granddaughter lives for a couple of days. Her cousins are here from Oklahoma visiting for the first time in months. People are being able to see one another in small groups and small passings. So they're up visiting. I'm sure they've got 3 boys, and so I'm sure that has been a real challenge for her aunt. So she's going to hang out with them. She's back at school today. I guess she's feeling better. She got sick last week, the first week of 2-hour-a-day school. So it's a little bit frustrating. It means that there's still more work to do and still more continuous improvement that can happen in the schools before school kicks off in a few weeks. But I am working on, I think I've alluded to a couple of secret projects. Of course, I'm doing the 30-day challenge right now, but I've got a couple of secret projects, and they're not super secret. I just don't like to share them until I know they're working, and I know that's frustrating. It's frustrating for me, but I don't want to share anything that's going to set you in the wrong direction. I've done plenty of that. I've made plenty of mistakes. I mean, I went down the webinar trail. I went down the launch trail. I went down the live launch trail. I went down the gotta know everything myself trail. I've gone down the doing too many things and being unfocused trail. I've done the do it all myself and don't ask for help and don't get other people involved trail. All of those things, and I don't want you going down the wrong roads, because all that cost me was time and energy, right? And I don't want you to ever be wasting your time and energy based on anything that I share. So I'm telling you right now, those are all roads I've gone down. That might have proven to be the perfect road for you, but so far I've had success and failure in those avenues, and nothing that's been the big this is me success that I've wanted to achieve online yet. Still working on it, thus showing up every day to document the journey of me going from the offline world to the online world. Now, if COVID has taught us one thing as business owners and as people, we better have something going on that we control, that we have the ability to impact and pull the strings on, not just our jobs, not just our business as we've run it in the past. If anything, it's taught us we need to have contingency plans, both personal and for our businesses, in order to survive whatever the world can dish out. Because guess what? The world's going to keep dishing stuff out whether we like it or not. It's up to us to focus on the solutions and believe and know with 100% certainty there's always a way to figure it out. We're always going to get the answers if we ask the right question. It's not, why does this always happen to me? Why is this happening to my business? Why is my business shut down and these other businesses aren't shut down? Get creative. Find a way to continue to serve the people that you were serving before, or that find the group of people you want to serve, and just keep moving forward and set up your own thing, because that's the only way you're ever going to have real security. I've been preaching that for decades, and I've always had something on the side. So the times I got fired or lost my job or got laid off or downsized or right-sized, it didn't kill me because I had something to fall back on. And I teach and encourage everybody to do the same, because inside each and every one of us is something that we're here to share with the world. All right, have a great day. If I can help you in any way, ask in the comments below. Otherwise, join me on the Get Up and Go Challenge at 11 a.m. today and every day for the month of August, because I guarantee you'll be better off by the end of the challenge than you were when you entered into it in some way, shape, or form. And of course, is the way that you want to be better. That's it. Have an awesome day. It's Awesome Monday. I don't usually say what day it is, but it's Monday today. Have an awesome day and an awesome week and an awesome rest of your year. I'll be with you tomorrow. Bye.